Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to my basement for season 1, episode 16 of the fantasy epic sweeping series Outlander, streaming now on Starz and Netflix. Okay, tough times here, y'all. But from a writing point of view standpoint, examples. Back that last episode, you might have heard before the phrase showing and not telling. And why is that important? And it's just like how it is in real life. You can say to somebody, oh, that person or that thing or that situation is this. Oh, that guy over there, that's a nice guy. Or that dog's a really good dog. But when you see them being good or being nice or whatever, it's more impactful, it's more truthful, it's more meaningful. So showing and not telling in your stories is vitally important. And last episode, prime examples of how to do that with Jamie. We saw how much he sticks to his principles. He will go down fighting for what he believes in. He was ready to try to fight all the redcoats. When McQuarrie was gonna get hung next, he was like, we're gonna get you out, we're gonna do this. And McQuarrie's like, whoa, hold on. That's just suicide mission, even though we're about to die anyway. But Jamie was ready to throw down. He was in the jail cell, and he was trying his best to work those links. I don't know how he thought he was going to find some weakness to, because he was going to get free. He was going to fight until his very last breath. And then Claire shows up, and we were shown what he will change his principles for, and that is Claire, which is because, okay, so Claire, in my opinion, but just keep in mind, this is also my opinion. My opinion, Claire, I think, is Jamie's biggest weakness for certain. She's also his biggest strength. I question mark that because they are, in all essences, pretty much early on in their relationship. I think they've been apart longer than they've been married, than they are together during relationship. So do I think she is his greatest strength? I think she's working on her way to be there. Maybe she is now. Maybe she is now. I would guess his family was his greatest strength, but Claire is now part of his family. But we can see he was ready. He didn't take him a second to hesitate. Maybe it took him a second, but he was ready to give himself up to save her, even though he knew. I think he knew what it meant to submit to Randall. I don't think he knows what it means yet. Randall. But story-wise, you want examples of showing, not telling? That whole part of Jamie's story in that part, showing, not telling, and it was great in that regards. Randall. I said it before, and I think those scenes were possibly a little they were tipping the scale on too much. Yeah, we get it. He's an arrogant, sadistic motherfucker. Yeah, I get it. Do we need another episode driving that point home? I don't know. I don't know, because yeah, I get it. And I feel like I'm just going to get slapped in the face again and again. Who knows? I don't know. But this sets forth, based on some of you all, thank you, just Jamie's total frame of mind going forward for 9 more books. Holy shit. Should something this traumatic affect you? I would be shocked if it didn't. Why do we need it to affect him? I don't know. What other story choices will he make going forward? I don't know. I'll have to watch. I can hear you say, well, just go watch it, Anna. Okay, so I think I'm ready. I got my blankets. I've got some water. I've got some lemonade. I have my little thing of tissues. Standby. And I hope you have all of you there also ready to support me. So thank you all for being here. And let's get to it.
You owe me a debt.
Oh, he's that coherent. I thought he was dead inside for a while. Jamie, did you just reawaken the beast? Oh, fuck. Am I going to need both of my hands free? Oh. Is he dead? I would have made sure he was dead. And I also would have had one standing by the door for security measures, make sure they could get out. Oh.
We're getting you out of here. Aye.
And no one stopped to make sure that Randall was dead? Oh, keep going. Keep going.
He's tending, but I'll have to wait.
The hell it will.
Keep going.
I can't believe you. You're safe now.
I'm going to help you.
Oh, no! Oh, no.
Pardon the interruption, but will you be wanting tea? Or can I get this wagon moving?
Ooh, where are they taking him? Mm-hmm.
His soul is in turmoil.
If I don't set that hand, you'll be crippled for life.
And to the lovely person who mentioned he was left-handed, thank you. How fortuitous, but thank you for mentioning it.
Jamie, talk to me. What did Randall do to you?
I think we don't need to see the flashbacks, really. We don't. Oh, I picked up my glass too soon.
This will hurt.
Well, no shit. So I don't know about you, but sometimes hearing something horrible is worse than watching something horrible. It's the sound. Sometimes the sounds. He's gonna put him on a cross, isn't he?
Jamie, I just want this to be a pleasant experience for us both.
Do I say, taken away someone's consent is never pleasurable for the other person?
Take your pleasure and be done with it.
Oh, oh.
You think I cannot control the darkness I inhabit?
I'm with you, Jamie. What does that mean? Oh, he's just gonna go. Oh.
You'd be wise to do as she says, lad. The laudanum will help you sleep through this trying time.
Whiskey will do me fine.
No, take the laudanum.
Before he was done, he made me want very badly to be dead.
I think that was his point.
Well, you're not dead. And I refuse to let you spend the rest of your life a cripple. So let me do my job.
Do as you wish.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
It matters not to me.
Jamie.
I'd be tempted to do the whole thing too.
During the war, I had treated men in far worse shape. Their horrific injuries almost unfathomable to the human mind. But none of them were my husband.
True. It's a lot different. You just have to not
Some
see his
parts,
face.
such as the splinting of the 2 fingers with simple fractures, went quite easily. I was afraid of infection particularly, but otherwise was fairly sure the fingers would heal.
I don't. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna say I don't think I'd leave him in the dark, but I forgot. They don't have electricity. Oh, keep it together till you get outside, Claire. So I also thought I had last episode was Claire knew Jamie gave in because of her. So how much guilt is she feeling for, even though it was not her fault, she did play a role in what happened to him. That is, okay, coming at it from a writer, great conflict. Yeah, that's right. Torture him that way. But as a person and human being, that's So terrible. So terrible.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your prayers.
I wasn't exactly praying. I was just sitting here alone, trying to clear my head.
Were you indeed alone?
Oh, that's a good question.
Would you like me to hear your confession?
Tell him the truth there, Claire.
I'm not sure any of it would make any sense to you.
Perhaps not, but I assure you, he will understand.
My name is Claire Beecham Randall Fraser.
She told him the Randall. Ooh.
I've brought great suffering to both my husbands.
Go on.
8 months ago,
Oh.
I was on holiday with my husband in Inverness.
Oh, she's telling him everything.
In the year of our Lord, 1945.
Is he gonna... witchcraft.
But it's my fault.
How long were they in there for?
Marvelous. Extraordinary. A miracle, perhaps. But our Lord sees the truth in all things. And so he knows your truth as well. In nomine Patris.
Do you think he kept all that to himself or told every other monk there?
Very stubborn. He still refuses any food.
Maybe you need Murtaugh.
Gonna save a man that doesn't want saving.
Oh, he's broken so bad. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Is there not eating?
Same thing happened to my uncle. A tree fell on him, his arm. Couldn't stop fretting about it. Refused to take even a mouthful of bread.
What happened to him?
Starved himself to death.
Good job. Good job there, Willie. That is Willie, right? Mm-hmm.
What is her secret? Tell me.
Because she's a kind person and not a sadistic asshole? Jeez.
And are you mine? Are you mine? Yes. Only you.
If he started speaking Gaelic, Randall would have no clue at all what he was saying. No. No. He's such a fucker. No.
Show me. Show me your mind. Huh?
No.
Do it.
Right in his face. Right in his face. On his face. He still has some fight in him.
It's clear Jamie's not thriving here.
Go where?
Well, there's no place safe for you in Scotland. You'll have to flee the country.
I can't know people in Paris.
Do you not have your own family in France? Is that the way you were headed when we first encountered you?
Oops.
Perhaps they would take you in.
Yes, but they were relatives of my late husband and most likely wouldn't welcome me in my current circumstances.
Handy. Handy.
Martha's gone to find a boat for France, where you can forget this ever happened.
Well, he's trying.
Tell me what I can do to help. Jamie.
Your blade. Hand it over.
What would you be needing it for?
To put me out of this black misery.
Oh.
Hand it over.
No.
Willie said Jamie asked him to kill him.
They cannot go alone.
Did you know?
I wanted to tell you.
Talking about.
Why does he want to die so badly?
He's been tortured, raped. Isn't that reason enough?
No.
Wow.
I'd never do anything to hurt that lad. Unless...
Unless...
I'll not watch Jamie waste away if it comes to the time when he's past the point of healing.
Wow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You collapse like a sack of grain. Scared the piss right out of me.
You just said you would kill her husband if need be.
Are you saying the lad's doomed?
I'm saying that maybe the only way to save Jamie is for someone to step into the darkness with him.
How? What? How? Explain, please.
Oil of lavender. Smells familiar, doesn't it?
What are you doing?
Oh, Claire.
Treated you too gently. That doesn't work with you, does it?
Oh my God, Claire.
Not at me!
No! No!
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, Claire. I don't think they teach this in psychology school.
Do you want me to hate?
No!
That's terrible. Oh.
These are Claire's hands. Think of Claire.
That's so psychologically horrible. Oh.
I understand. How could she ever forgive you?
Oh. Ah. Such a fuck nut.
I cannot be your husband any longer. And I will not be less to you.
You did what was necessary to survive.
I have thoughts I will drop later.
No, you are my husband, James Fraser.
Oh, okay. This is when you warn him
You swore
before
to
you
me,
touch
You
him.
promised me the protection of your body if need be. Well, Randall had your body. But I'll be damned if he has your soul as well. And we are meant to be together. Where I can wrap my mind around what's happened all these past months.
Yeah, dude, she time traveled and found you.
The one last thing that makes sense to me. And I will die.
Well, that's a little extreme, Claire. Okay, Claire.
How can you have me like this?
I will have you any way I can. The laudanum, please.
No. I want to be awake. You cut him out of me.
They're gonna do it right now. They're gonna do it right now. Holy cheese balls. I would have Claire do this because I don't think Murtaugh's had much experience. Okay. Sure. Now he's just got a big, huge ass festering. Oh, on his side. Oh, wow, that's an image. Wow, that's an image. Whoa. Whoa.
Keeping you and Jamie out of harm's way proves to be a full-time occupation.
That's very true. Kiss you farewell.
That is far too final. You may kiss me au revoir.
Jesus. Angus. Ugh.
Seriously.
We just had a whole episode about consent and taking away consent. Please, not a funny joke. Not a funny joke.
Right. Piss off the lot of you.
Did Jamie tell Murtaugh about Claire? Makes me wonder. That ship is not sailing fast enough.
Thought I'd be the one to be puking my guts out over the side, and here you are, as green as rotten fish.
She's pregnant.
Be all right, won't it? And we'll be all right.
I'll see to it.
It's a bold statement there, Jamie.
Someday we'll return to Scotland. I promise you.
But you know what's going to happen in Scotland. The rising Culloden.
What can we do but play our part?
What if we could stop it from happening?
Wow.
change the future. That's madness, is it not?
It gives him a goal.
There's something else.
I mean, besides changing the future, I'm not sure I'm ready to hear it.
I'm pregnant.
But you said you were unable to.
Apparently I was wrong. Well, are you happy?
I think he's a little shell-shocked right now.
I never thought I'd be able to say such a thing again, but yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yes. I'm very happy indeed, Sasana.
I hope he is. And not just saying that to her. Well, that was a hell of an episode. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stream of conscious thoughts at y'all. 'Cause that's how my brain's working right now. So the thought that I said, hey, here's my thought, here's my thought. So, story question. So Jamie is a 1700s guy. Claire is a 1940s woman. We are 2000-ish audience. So what I would find interesting is even Claire with her 1940s, they didn't have psychology the way we have psychology now. So as Jamie is saying how, able, when he's finally able to like put some of his thoughts into words, us more, where issues of like rape and abuse and such is talked about more. She could say to him, you're feeling this because of this. What he did to you was not just physical. And I think actually what she said, I would have expounded on it more, which was great. And I would have just hammered it in, which was, you promised to protect me with your body. And you did. And she left it at that, though. She's like, no, you did. You gave up your body to save me. You fulfilled your promise. You did not fail me. You did what you said. That was great. And I wish it would have just been massaged more. But that's me switching back and forth between story and if they were real people type of a thing. So yeah, so if, when horrible things happen to us now, for the most part, we have had some knowledge of why it happened and then how to get over it. Hope that makes sense. Whereas in 1700s, Jamie wouldn't have heard any of that whatsoever. So it makes sense why he was just so defeated. So it makes it an interesting story question. Whereas if you took that same situation and played it now, would the same things happen? Does that have anything to do with Outlander? No, but those are the things I think about sometimes, is that. Wow. And also, okay, so another weird thought I had is I know a lot of people were really horribly disturbed by what happened, as you should be. You should watch this and be thoroughly disturbed. And part of me wonders, is it because I was expecting way more violence. So that was my expectation. Remember last episode, I said expectations and then what happens. I was expecting so much more violence. Maybe TMI about me. I've known some sadistic people. I've seen some very sadistic situations. So my expectation for what was to happen for me was a lot more the physical violence. So I was expecting to be really like put off by that. And that wasn't there as much. There was horribly violent crap. Yes. I was expecting more. What was really disturbing for me was all the psychological bullshit. Wow. wow, whoever wrote that. Now, okay, was it written that way in the book? Is it similar? Whatever, because whoever wrote that, I hate saying this, but I was like, well done, because that was some seriously fucked up shit. So if that was your goal, you did your job. It sounds so weird praising that, but no, that was messed up on so many levels. The hair, the branding, just the that's the part that affected me more. It was the whole mental aspect of it. And I think people sometimes forget that sometimes it's not the loud in your face stuff that gets you. It's that quiet, subtle, sneaky slip of the knife between the ribs that will get you. That was horrendous. So from a story's perspective, holy shit. And if they were real people, how do you, But I think also somebody in the comments from last one mentioned how when Diana Gabaldon wrote this, it was to have a character and just torture them like hell to see how they rise above that situation. Also, it's a commentary on how it's, most of the time when you see scenes like this, it is male against female. This was probably one of the first times or the most well-known or recent times where it is a male that was assaulted. And so it was kind of to shine a light to, yeah, men are assaulted as well. And when I actually teach my consent workshop, that's one of the things I try to remind people is when you talk about like rape, your first thought is male on female, but it does happen, same thing with sexual assault or sexual abuse or harassment. Men are abused and harassed as well. Is it lower percentages? Yes, but it does happen and we can't forget that. So it was to show how this big, burly, strong, handsome, charming, charismatic Highlander, everyone is subject to have horrible things happen to them. And how do you rise above it? So I guess, is that what the next 9 books are about? Is how Jamie rises above a terrible thing that has happened to him. Which it's been one of many terrible things that has happened to him. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, that was quite the episode. Quite the episode. I don't know what you are expecting watching me. So going forward in the series, Jamie's got a lot of stuff to work through. On top of Claire told him, your way of life is just going to end whether you want it, whether this whole thing with Randall happened. Ooh, side note, I'll come back to that, reminding myself. Your whole way of life is going to change because Culloden's going to happen, and I can't remember what it's called, but where they basically tell you can't be Highlander anymore. He's going to have many things taken away from him that he now has to face. Yay. But he's got a baby now on the way. So, yay. Do you go? Or is he having the thoughts that I have when I see people having babies now during the last couple of years? This world is terrible. Oh. Okay. So, side note pin, which was Claire told Randall when he was going to die. When is he going to die? Why? So on the one hand, was that to scare him, sort of? But if you give him a date that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in the future, what's to stop him from going, I'm indestructible because I know when I'm going to die. So I will do whatever the fuck I want now because I know I got 5 more years left. Right? Wouldn't you? That's what I'm thinking. He's going to think he can do whatever he wants. But because I don't think him getting trampled by cows with the door, which was brilliant, by the way, I don't think that's going to do him in. Why wouldn't you? I'm sorry. If I was running by, I would have stabbed him. I don't know. So on that note, I think I'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me. That's the end of season 1. Season 1 down, 6 more to go. And I do hope that you are there with me. So if you haven't already, subscribe, click would be so appreciative, because I do want to see you back in the future. And if you have not done so already, I am hoping that while I have entertained you for the last, I don't know how long this video will be, that you also go off and have at least 5 seconds of joy. Have that M&M. Go outside. Hopefully you can breathe in some fresh air, stand in the sun, have a good, crisp, clean drink of water, and just enjoy being here with us, because I enjoy you being with me. So thank you all again, and until next time.